Mavericks, it's Mrs. Huck. I am so excited today to share with you my culture box, or should I say culture bag. This bag is the first artifact of my culture box. I chose this artifact because it represents my life now. I feel like I am always on the go. Whether I'm coming here to school, I bring a backpack, or whether I'm running around with my family. A lot of times we have a big bag like this full of diapers, snacks, and extra toys. This next one is a yearbook. I brought this yearbook from when I grew up. This is in my box because it represents my childhood. I was born in Boulder, but I grew up in a small town not far from here. It's called Louisville, Colorado. Have you been there? Well, that's where I met my very best friends that I still have today. In fact, I went to kindergarten with a lot of them. I also met my husband, Corey, there. So this yearbook in Louisville is really important to me. This next one is small, so I'm going to hold it up very close to the camera. This is a tiny golden paper crane. Maybe you even learned how to make this in passion projects the other week. It is part of my culture because origami was originated in Japan, and that's where my ancestors are from. I was not born in Japan. My parents were not born in Japan. Even my grandparents, they were not born in Japan, but my great-grandparents, all of them were born in Japan, which makes me a Japanese American. So this little crane symbolizes a very important part of my culture. Even though I wasn't born in Japan, I still bring a lot of the Japanese culture into my life today. This little crane actually is really special to me because every single time somebody gets married in our family folds 1,000 of these. Can you believe it? It takes a big group effort and a lot of time, but when we get married, we put them all to form a picture. It's supposed to bring good luck in your marriage. This right here, this is a diaper. It is part of my culture because being a mom is a big part of me. I have 3 kids. Many of you may know Ruby, but I also have a son, Theo, who will be here at school next year, and I have a new baby named Mabel. In fact, she's not that new anymore because she's going to be 1 in a couple of weeks. This is a photograph. I chose this artifact because it shows how special family is to me. This is a picture of my grandma, my mom, me, and this is Ruby when she was a baby. Not only the family or immediate family we live with is important to our family and part of our culture, but our grandparents have always played a big part in my life. My grandma was a big part of my life, and Ruby and Theo and Mabel's Grammy is a big part of their life. In fact, she lives with us. This is a cookbook. This is important to me because cooking is something that I love to do. I have loved to do it growing up. It brings back a lot of memories, and I still love to do it now. In fact, I incorporate a lot of the Japanese culture into what we cook at our home for our families for dinner every single week. Last, this is a game. I brought this game, and this is part of my culture because this is something that we love to do as a family. This is one of our new favorite games called Cha-Cha Chihuahua, where you do a lot of different dancing, but we love to play games, and we play them all the time as a family together. It's one of our favorite things to do. Mavs, I am so excited to see what you bring inside your culture box.